welcome back to my channel Raising Health, and I'm Colleen the coach. Okay guys, so this week we are going to touch on a subject that people have been asking me to touch on for weeks now, and that is how to start a low carb diet. So if you've never embarked on a low carb lifestyle before, then this is the video for you. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. This is a teaching channel. I'm here to teach you how to eat right for life with food that you can trust. And honestly, I am on a mission to bring awareness to you guys around food. Now, I love food, guys. Seriously, I absolutely love food. I live for food. I talk about food all day long. I think about food. I dream about food. But most importantly, I dream and think about food that you can trust. Trustworthy food, So guys, this particular video is really, I really encourage everybody to, just look at their lifestyle. I mean, people are just overdosing on carbohydrates, and along with that comes a whole lot of health issues that are just not cool at all, just not cool in the slightest. Okay, so, there's a lot of confusion around this low carb lifestyle because there are quite a few types of food which are perfectly great, nutritious for you. But unfortunately, if you are looking to go low carb, and that is the kind of lifestyle that you would like to embark on for now or for a period of time, there are certain things you're going to have to cut out. Okay, guys, so it's pretty simple. It really is pretty simple. Firstly, number one, cut out your pasta, cut out your sauces, baked goods. I mean, baked goods which are just filled with sugar, packaged sugary treats, cut them out. Those are super high in carbs. Okay, the one that is a little bit sad is beans. We really do promote beans here, bean protein, because that's just, it's proven that bean protein is really good for you, plant-based protein. So but unfortunately it is a carbohydrate. If you are looking at going onto a low carb lifestyle because you either want to lose weight or there's certain other reasons for that, or you just want to feel better, guys, unfortunately beans do not fall in the category. So you're gonna just have to limit your beans. I really do my best to have a low carb lifestyle, but I'm a vegetarian, or I should say pescatarian. So my entire life has been around beans, have been involved. That's what I'm trying to say, because back in the day, before we had all these amazing plant-based options, beans were literally like my go-to food. And I only started eating fish probably in my 20s, like mid-20s. So, prior to that, beans were just my best friend. But as I said, if you're looking to lose a bit of weight and you are serious about this low carb diet lifestyle, no beans, guys. Okay, and then we have the rice. And the rice as well, there are so many ways that you can, what I do with my rice sometimes, because sometimes, it's really nice just to have a bit of rice. There's certain seafood dishes I really enjoy rice with. But what I do these days now, especially if I feel that I just need to, just be a little bit more diligent. Perhaps I've been a little bit naughty and maybe just had a decadent weekend or so, and I really want to just take the next few days into the week and be super good. And then I will take my rice. I really like to use black rice, and I'll take my rice and the reason for that is it is high in protein and iron. So this is what I do. We look all the time when you're looking at rice. Look at, I'm just using rice as an example, but just look at the contents, choose the best quality ingredients for absolutely everything you buy, everything of the best. Don't cut corners, guys. Okay, and then just a few general tips. Okay, so you've decided to embark on this lifestyle and you want to reduce your carbohydrates. I highly recommend that you start off by monitoring your intake regards to measurements. Okay, sorry guys, I was trying to get my wording right here. Okay, so I'm not one for counting calories and that kind of thing, But I must be honest, guys, if you really and truly are serious about this low carb lifestyle, what I recommend, so for example, you're getting started out and you're a little bit nervous. Let's, for example, say you go to work every day, you go to the office, and you make yourself a sandwich. Let's just say it's whole wheat bread, 2 slices of whole wheat bread with cheese and tomato. Okay, let's say that's the story. 2 slices of whole wheat bread with cheese and tomato and an apple. So my recommendation then would be to try the 90-second bread. Okay, so I have got a recipe for, I actually got a video on how to make 90-second bread. So I will put this in the comments below, guys, the link. Because seriously, like, you could do something like that. You could do your 90-second bread. It's a low carb. You've got an egg in it, so there's protein. You've got your chia seeds. What else does the bread have? You've got the almond flour. I'm seriously, guys, this is like, this 90-second bread is nutrients on steroids. So go for it. So like, for example, you could do 90-second bread and still perhaps do your cheese and tomato. You know what I'm saying? And then perhaps instead of doing your apple, you can take a little bowl of strawberries. Guys, it's that easy. You could do 90-second bread with your cheese and tomato, and instead of an apple, you can do half a cup of strawberries or blueberries. Guys, it is that easy. Okay. So, another way to look at it is to, as a beginner, seriously, just to start off, just pick one meal a day and go low carb. Low carb could look like 2 chicken breasts. It could be cauliflower, broccoli, green beans, Brussels sprouts. Like, those vegetables are pretty much unlimited, I would throw in half an avocado. I would chop that up. Guys, seriously, there is just so many ways that you can cut back on your carbohydrates. And as I said, start with one meal. If you're really conscious and you're not too sure where to begin, start small, okay? Just lower your expectations. Your progress is going to, if your mindset is there and every single day you're doing your very, very, very best, I can assure you that one day your very, very best, even if you're doing like 60-70%, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to have turned a corner. The weight's going to have come down. You're going to be feeling so much better and you're going to get motivated. I can tell you right now, you're going to get motivated to get a little bit more of that action. I can tell you right now. Okay, so we've spoken about what you need to give up, and let's just use pasta as an example now. Like, for example, lasagna. Everyone loves lasagna, okay? You don't have to do lasagna with pasta sheets anymore. You can get your zucchinis. There are so many ways to get your pasta. And another tip as well, guys, is shirataki noodles. Shirataki noodles, they are brilliant and they are calorie free, guys, and it's a Japanese and quite good nutritional value as well. I must just make a note, and we'll put some comments down below on the shirataki noodles, because I'm serious, like shirataki noodles, put in some pesto. I'm seriously, guys, you can have a really nice pasta salad with your low carb vegetables. Okay, so the next question is here. What are low carb foods? So guys, low carb foods are really and truly not as complicated as you might think. You've got your meat, so you've got your red meat, you've got your poultry, you've got your seafood. Those are classified as, obviously those are proteins, but they're classified as low carb. So for example, your meal would have your piece of protein, okay? If you're a vegetarian or vegan, you'll be going down the road of nuts. You'll also be doing, like for example, last night I did Brussels sprouts. I did Brussels sprouts with almonds because, I'm also like constantly looking for ways to get more protein into my body. As a pescatarian, I don't really want to be eating more than 4 eggs a week. And at the moment, I'm probably doing about 3 to 4 portions of seafood as well. And, that is definitely more than enough. Okay, so like the types of things that you can really, really fill up. So you've got your piece of protein. Guys, you've got to have your fats. I recommend to every single one of my clients, half an avocado a day. Half an avocado a day. I promise you now, that avocado will make you feel so, so, so satisfied. And then fill up on your vegetables, because in your vegetables you're going to get your vitamins and your minerals as well. So I mean, guys, there is, just give you a list. I'm gonna put the list. We put a note here. We're going to do a list of the veg in the content below. But I'm serious, guys. A tip is this: all the vegetables that are grown under the ground are classified as high carb vegetables. Okay, so those are the vegetables that you're going to want to reduce. Those are the vegetables you're going to want to, if you do have any of those types of vegetables, you're going to want to manage your portion control. Okay, so guys, I was just giving you a little tip earlier about the sandwich. For example, when I suggested the 90-second bread, let's say you are not in a position to make the 90-second bread. Just half your portion, for now, just half your portion. Instead of having 2 slices of bread, have 1 slice of bread, make 1 sandwich, and perhaps what you can do is just give yourself like a 1/4 cup of nuts, and you can take that along with you, and your bowl of berries. I can promise you guys, the list of vegetables as well, the Eat Freely vegetable list that my clients have, you can actually pack an entire little lunchbox with you as well and take that with you to work, because guys, those are vegetables that I encourage everyone to eat as much as your heart desires. Okay. So, okay guys, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can start right now, today, with this whole new low carb lifestyle. There is no such time as the present. Okay, start tracking what you eat. I'm serious, I have mentioned it before, but if you are wanting to cut back and you're wanting to do it slowly, and I do recommend to do it slowly, because I can assure you, your confidence will just come flying at you in leaps and bounds, and before you know it, you will be really 2-3 weeks, a month, you will be like well on your way. Okay, so guys, get out a pen and paper and just write down for the first week. Just write down everything before you start, perhaps. Okay, write down, or just give yourself an idea of what you eat on a weekly basis, and you've now decided you're going to go low carb. And be honest, guys, like write down, even if it's just 1 meal, just change 1 meal up, you'll see. And then just see where it goes from there. But just keep tabs on what you do, because, you want to be able to go back and also just check, let's say, for example, maybe you feel a little bit not so great and it's 3 weeks in, whatever, go back to see what you were doing 2 weeks before when you were feeling great, and just try and analyze. Guys, this is your responsibility, this is your journey and your responsibility. So you need to track what you're eating and be brutally honest and write it down. Okay, so another tip number 2, replace half your grains. So for example, we were talking earlier about rice. Okay, what you can do, you can halve your rice and put the other half with cauli rice. I mean, I do this pretty often, hey? It really is so delicious, guys. It really is delicious. I do it with quinoa as well. So, you know what, but if you are going to be doing any of your grains and you are wanting to just, keep your carbohydrate intake a little bit lower, go half and half cauliflower rice, half normal rice. If you're really serious about what you're doing here, just go full cauli rice. You won't be sorry, guys. It's absolutely delicious. And then also what you could do, if you decide that just a quick tip, decide that you are going to go full cauli rice, perhaps you might want to just put in a little bit of, like a little handful of peas. It'll also, it'll also just slow down that whole elimination of carbohydrates as well. Okay, and then tip number 3, I've mentioned to you before, pick 1 meal. Just pick 1 meal of the day as you're starting out, and let that be your low carb meal. Okay, and as I said to you earlier, you'll be so excited that before you know it, you'll be like, all of your meals will be low carb. Guys, I'm seriously, you start becoming so satisfied, and also you start getting a lot more of your greens in, a lot more veggies in, and everything in general just starts feeling better. Okay, and then also, I'm going to say it again and again and again and again, don't forget that half an avo. If you don't enjoy avo, just look for other fat options. My recommendation could be olives. Olives are really great as well, so maybe just put about 8 olives into your stir fry or your salad or something along those lines. Okay, point number 4, change 1 dessert for a low carb treat. Guys, honestly, I can't get my head around like all these sugary treats and these desserts that people kind of tend to want to have into their day to day. It doesn't make sense. I understand like having a little treat here and there, you know, outside of our actual meals. But to actually incorporate dessert into every single meal is a little bit dodgy. It's an overkill. Your body doesn't need that. You know what I do often? I will always have strawberries in the fridge or blueberries. I always have Greek yogurt. I always have unsweetened peanut butter. And guys, honestly, if in the evenings, if I feel like I need a little bit of something because perhaps I didn't eat enough of my supper, I will then take 1 or 2 tablespoons of my Greek yogurt. I'll put in a bit of xylitol, a teaspoon of peanut butter, put in a few strawberries. Gosh, guys, it is absolutely delicious. You'll never ever want to like have a sugary dessert again. Now, guys, you are going to have a sugary dessert at some stage in your life. You know what? There are going to be the odd donut. There are going to be the odd fish and chips. You know, these things you're going to have the odd pasta, but guys, it's not what you do in moderation that counts. It's what you do every day. And so every day, do not plan in sugary desserts, okay? Yogurt is absolutely delicious. There's so many things that you can do with your Greek yogurt. I'm not talking sweetened yogurt, guys. Don't get confused. I'm talking natural, plain Greek yogurt that is packed with delicious proteins. You can turn that into a delicious dessert. I've got the most incredible recipe for shortbread cookies. There are so many ways to get these little delicious treats in. My favorite one at the moment, I actually think, guys, I'm serious. Like what I love to do is I always have nuts, always nuts. And then sometimes Jim comes home from work and he brings me some dark chocolate chips and I put them in as well. But seriously, guys, I have a handful of those nuts. In the evening, if I feel that I need a little bit of something, I can assure you it sorts me right out. Okay, guys, the sugary beverages, you have to cut that out. No more Diet Cokes even, nothing. No, the sodas and the pops and the fizzes, whatever you guys call it. I don't know, because what do you call it in South Africa? Fizzy drinks, I suppose. Can't remember. Actually, what do we call it? Fizzy drinks. Anyway, cut it out. You don't need to know the name, okay? You don't need to have fizzy drinks, and you can replace your fizzy drinks with water. Okay, what else is there? Okay, so guys, even when you do your coffees and your teas, just make sure that you aren't adding in sugar. You know, it is such a habit for people to, you know, the tea comes out or the coffee comes out and you're putting in some milk and then you're putting in 2 teaspoons of sugar or 4, whatever it is. Don't do that, guys. You really and truly want to cut out sugar. Sugar is the enemy, okay? Sugar and processed foods are seriously like the #1 enemy here. Okay, so you're going to cut that out. You're going to do your homework. You're going to get into this, okay, guys? You are not going to be sorry. I can really tell you without a shadow of a doubt that when you start embarking on a low-carb lifestyle, everything will change. Everything will change. The way you look at food, the way you see food, when you're looking at the nutrients that you need to put into your body to honor yourself, you know, to honor your system. I can tell you right now, guys, when you start going low carb, it's just such an incredible mindset that you just want to keep going. And you know what? Don't beat yourself up. You know, if you have a day or two where it's a birthday party or you've gone away for the weekend and these things creep in, the sugary things or the breads and whatever it is, don't freak out. It's going to be fine. You know what? The next day you just get back on track and off you go. Okay, so don't get yourself all wound up about one mistake. Okay, it's fine. As I said before, it is not what you do every now and again that counts. It's what you do every day. And if every now and again you're going to have a little bit of fun at a family's birthday party or whatever the festive time is, just relax, because you have got this. You have totally got this. Okay, so guys, I am so excited to connect with you every week. If you enjoyed this video, please push the subscribe button. This is a teaching channel. I'm here to teach you how to eat right for life, and I am on a mission to make sure that you are the best, healthiest version of yourself. Okay, guys, if you have any friends and family who would benefit from this video, please send this on. We love to share the love. And guys, I want to just thank you for watching and tuning in and subscribing. Love you guys madly, and I shall see you again next week.